more of those clouds off and on through the afternoon. Definitely could be a little bit cloudier though into our afternoon, but still expecting temperatures to be able to get into the 80s. And heading into Friday, we still keep it dry, more cloud cover, but the hottest day will be Friday. We'll talk about how hot it'll be coming up.
All right, thank you, Mikhail. We appreciate you. Design plans for the Fairfield Street Bridge in Aiken are still up in the air. One plan even considered involving tearing down and then rebuilding the historic bridge that connects to historic district of downtown. With that, your Kennedy Payne joins us in studio as she's been following this developing story. In Kennedy, the city withdrew its application at the last review board. So what and where does that leave the project?
Well, yeah, it's been a long process since the city took over the bridge from South Carolina Department of Transportation. That's what you see right here. And the main hurdle was finding funds to fix the bridge. But now having to go back to the drawing board for a new design means the process is going to take a little longer. After nearly a decade, a plan to possibly pull the barricades away was withdrawn.
We replicated a design that was used for the York Street Bridge. That particular design needed some refinement based on feedback from the public and from the design review board.
And the city is heading back to the drawing board.
Expectation is we'll come up with a bridge design keeping with the historic aspects of the community.
Ashby Reynolds has lived next to the bridge since 2014 and says it's always been a special part of her neighborhood.
We called it the old bumpy bridge. We could hear like the bump of the cars. A year and a half after we moved in, approximately, maybe almost 2 years, they closed it, but it was still wonderful because we could walk over it. As we had children and they grew, we really enjoyed it.
It's not the only bridge closed down. One street over is Union Street Bridge, also littered with road closed signs and orange cones.
Sort of disappointing in this beautiful neighborhood to walk up to detour signs and chain link fences, and the bridge has just really deteriorated.
Like many in her neighborhood, she hopes the bridge's history doesn't go forgotten.
We would love a pedestrian bridge, and I think pretty much everybody in our neighborhood would agree with that. We also would be okay with seeing a bridge that cars were allowed on as long as it looks exactly as is.
The city says it will take several months for another redesign, and during that time, they're going to continue to take that public input into consideration.
Yeah, it sounds like they've got a lot of decisions to make. Thank you so much, Kennedy, for this tonight. We appreciate you. A former Richmond County deputy pled guilty to aggravated assault today. Ex-deputy Brandon Keithley's trial was set for next week, but he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault from an incident back in February of 2020. Keithley was accused of hitting a fellow deputy with a flashlight as that deputy was trying to perform CPR on a teenager with a gunshot wound. This is body cam video of the incident. Now, the deputy's injury required staples. Keithley was sentenced to 5 years probation, but the judge says Keithley could be resentenced if he violates any part of his parole under the first offender status. You can read more on this case at Wrdw.com or the News 12 app. And the Augusta Riverwalk is closed for the next 2 weeks as the city works to clean up debris from Hurricane Helene. On Facebook today, Mayor Johnson said that 15 inmate crews began the work of removing large storm debris. The Riverwalk is expected to reopen during the week of May 26th. That Saturday market will run as scheduled. And to New York now, where the courtroom and the judge ordered Siri be released without. Coming up after the break, another basketball coach is making the move from Richmond County to Columbia County. We'll tell you whose name is on the shuffling deck next in sports. Stay close.
You've been in a serious attorney, John Foy and Associates.
At Wellstar, we believe that when you have more time being a person than a patient, it means more firsts, relationships, and connections. Our network of over 7,000 doctors and nurses across Georgia design care around your unique needs. Because care for every part of you means more time for the ones you care about most. Wellstar. More than healthcare, people care.
Let's celebrate the red, white, and you. It's the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale. Shop the hottest new pieces, the coolest new rooms, everything you need to fall in love with your home all over again. Online or in store. Save big with low sale prices on stylish new furniture. Ready for delivery. There's never been a better time to see what's possible. It's the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale, going on now.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. On Your Sideline, sponsored by Chandler Law Firm.
Former Westside basketball coach Jerry Hunter's move to Grovetown marked a huge change when you look at the landscape of our local basketball programs, but he's not the only one headed to Warrior Town, USA. There's a new girls basketball coach, too. Grovetown has Tab Butler's Ebony Fields for the job. Fields was with the Bulldogs since 2019. She led the girls basketball program to 5 winning seasons out of the 6 she was there for, picking up more than 100 wins. The move puts her, like Hunter, in a jump from 2A to that of 6A, the biggest classification in the GHSA. Fields takes over a basketball program that has been pretty stagnant. The Warriors haven't had a winning season since the 2021-2022 season. On to golf now. The Jags departed Augusta in the hopes of making